steady young. The free niggas playing escape while the slaves watch. Can see the times through an old Flavor Flav clock. The gunslingers are the kids we never made box. Those little niggas, they didn't come from that brave stock. Peace and blessings, we learned some lessons from age, through past confessions, those golden questions we made hot. Truth is my weapon, I'm giving it to enraged blocks. It cuts deep, I don't even know when the blade stops. Back to the future in Libya, where they selling skin. With plastic surgeons are making women and fucking men. With plastic skin on the inner boxes we lusting in. And stolen black artists, the jump where they still hustling in. That's old news, rap owned by some old Jews. Like country rock and blues, all just in the old blues. But if our goals fuse, we India, Rose Q. Make those fake Hebrews, pick back all those old dudes, Lord. Please give us niggas free, I'm a star. And give me the fucking keys, nigga, I'm a star. I descended from originals, I'm a god. A vocal point on the beat, I swear that I'm a heart. So don't sense out my truth like a gun rally, or I grab at you pussies like it's a Trump rally. I research King Glowston, then I bump Sally. I'm hip-hop, yeah, I battle niggas in back alleys. I stay on the prize, yeah, I'm focused, haters. Taking it back from all of the games appropriated. You culture vultures are fucking over, it's no limit. Yes, I'm a soldier, more glorious than the old chemist. Been giving ciphers to niggas who could decipher that. Spirit King wit ain't restricted like pit vipers. I'm calm with the flow, my brother's a little hyper, but I am my brother's keepers. I promise you they are like they cut. I'm all hood ass conscious, I'm all type of stuff. Like hype's getting ass, my fan base is hype as fuck. Chicago's best, imagine if the two mics can touch. Jackson, Jordan, and pick a rapper you like as much. Can smell naivete in the air. Can screaming Black Lives Matter, they don't fucking care. It's been 500 years, they don't fucking care. I know that our future isn't sunny, I'm just trying to share. If you from New York, rep the East, nigga. If you an activist, die for your beliefs, nigga. And if you wanna kick some knowledge, then teach, nigga. Them boys got that action, they ain't try to hear a speech, nigga. Breathe. The free state of young guards. 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 Spirit of God. Movie Quiet City coming up next. It's the mixtape. Let's get it. Ready?
Low key, man. Stupid ass mic. Low key, I'm tired of people doing music in Chicago and not calling me for that Dirty Folks ad lib, man. They really need me in these streets, man. These rappers and these R&B singers really need these Dirty Folks ad libs on their projects, man. They don't understand, bro. I'm here for the people, man. I'm here for the people. All right, so welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks. And I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to, I don't even know his nigga name, man. This motherfucker change his name all the time. First he was Spirit King, and he Amuja Zelaya. I don't know who to tell y'all made that song, but that's the intro song for the day. All right, so check this out. We gonna get right into it, man. You know how y'all always say, man, that being a police is like being in a gang, that they don't gang. Yo, y'all right about that, man. Y'all right. I'm gonna share this story today, but I'm only sharing it because, you know, Papa. But I'm a slow roasted. I'm a slow roasted like Folgers coffee. That's crazy. That's crazy. I said I was gonna slow roast it like Folgers coffee. Apparently, the name of the city is Coffee, Texas. That's hilarious. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I'm gonna slow roast it in Coffee, Texas. Let's go.
People has 50 sworn police officers on the force.
We're talking about Coffee City. That's up in Henderson County, some 3 hours north of Houston.
City.
They have one cop for every 5 residents. And what's more,
Let me bring that back a little bit. I don't even think y'all understand, man. I don't think y'all understand that the math ain't mathing, bro. The math is not mathing. A town of 250 residents has 50 police officers. That is absolutely bananas, bro. That is. Let's go.
New tonight, a tiny Texas town of about 250 people has 50 sworn police officers on the force.
We're talking about Coffee City. That's up in Henderson County, some 3 hours north of Houston. They have one cop for every 5 residents. And what's more, Jeremy Rogowski discovered many of those officers have a history of problems wearing the badge.
On the banks of Lake Palestine, some 3 hours north of Houston, this dot on the map has quite a reputation among those who drive through.
They're everywhere. Literally everywhere.
They run back and forth, back and forth.
A lot of officers policing a very small number of people.
Only 249 people, says the sign on the edge of town. And when you add up all the full-time cops and reserves,
50 officers.
Good Lord, that's crazy.
It's such a small town, why do we need so many? Makes no sense. Why you need that many officers?
Coffee City.
Hold on, let me pause that real quick right there. Let's pause it right there real quick. Bro, you can't do a crime when 1 out of 5 people are police, bro. Like, either nobody can do a crime or everybody is doing crime. Because you can't arrest everybody. So I don't know exactly where it is. Like how far Coffee is, if it's like a thorough way, like on the interstate. But you see the number coming up right now. They write over $1 million worth of tickets a year. That is crazy. $1 million, bro. How do you get to $1 million? Hold on, that made me lose my spot. Let's go.
Have a history of problems wearing the badge.
On the banks of Lake Palestine, some 3 hours north of Houston, this dot on the map has quite a reputation among those who drive through.
They're everywhere. Literally everywhere.
They run back and forth, back and forth.
A lot of officers policing a very small number of people.
Only 249 people, says the sign on the edge of town. And when you add up all the full-time cops and reserves,
50 officers.
Good Lord, that's crazy.
It's such a small town, why do we need so many? Makes no sense. Why you need that many officers?
Coffee City hauled in $1 million in court fines last year for more than 5,000 violations, officers wrote, the most in the state for a town its size.
But this isn't a story about a small town writing a bunch of tickets. You see, Coffee City is a magnet for troubled cops.
How do we know? KHOU 11 Investigates obtained personnel records from other police agencies and found more than half of Coffee City officers had been suspended, demoted, terminated, or dishonorably discharged from their previous jobs. A dozen were even criminally charged.
I was astounded to think that they've been hired by another agency.
Greg Freeman is a Sam Houston State criminal justice professor and retired Houston police captain.
I've never seen anything like that in my professional career, and I've seen a lot.
Their prior discipline ranges from excessive force to public drunkenness, untruthfulness, and association with known criminals. Criminal charges include DWI, theft, aggravated assault, family violence, and endangering a child.
If you knowingly are hiring an officer that has a very troubled past and history and has no business to be wearing a uniform, and it's a very, very precarious slope that.
So hold on, man. Here's my point. Apparently, hold on, play. Don't even worry about that part yet. Like and sub, man. Like it's free, bro. Like and sub as y'all come in, man. If it's in your heart, donate to the new microphone fund. Oh, I ain't joking. I'm dead ass. Donate to the new microphone fund. Dirty mic. We're gonna get us a dirty mic. Alright, so every time you move somewhere across state lines, a lot of your record doesn't follow, right? So these people who wanted to be police somewhere else and got dishonorably discharged or got fired or had improprieties or didn't pass the police test, they all come to this small town and get a job, man. It's the craziest shit, bro. It's the craziest shit. So I want y'all to keep in mind, and once again, we just talking about the police. We ain't even talking about, this ain't even no racial shit. This ain't about no toddlers. But this is about Papal. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go.
That city is engaging in by hiring.
This is the man who hired them. Chief John J. Portillo quadrupled the department's size since he took the job 2 years ago. He says to provide 24/7 coverage for the town.
Why would you hire so many people with all these red flags?
There's more to just what's on paper.
Goddamn Mexicans, man. His name is Portillo, by the way. If you're from Chicago, you know how funny that is. Officer Portillo. In Chicago, man, Portillo's is where you go to get your Italian beefs. And he looked like he eat a lot of Italian beefs. Officer Portillo. They got this Mexican man down there hiring criminals and felons. In a minute, he gonna be hiring illegals. Watch. All these immigrants gonna be like, yo, we going to Coffee, Texas, and we gonna become police officers, and we gonna let all our friends through the back door. Watch. How do you even pay 50 cops off taxpayer money of 250 people? How do you even pay 50 cops? But they gonna tell you how they get paid. They gonna tell you. We gonna get there. That's crazy though. Let me back a little bit so you can get the full context.
What's on paper. And that's where I rely on my captain and my background investigators to go in and dig and say, hey, what's the truth behind this?
The chief says criminal charges were often dismissed, dishonorable discharges overturned. He claims most applicants hired got on the wrong side of agency politics.
If you go back to the totality of a lot of these officers' stuff, I would say 75%, or not more, they're being retaliated against from their agency.
75%. 75% of these cops, bro. 75% of these cops can't be cops anywhere else. That's crazy, bro. Let me put that in perspective. When you say that police can't follow agency rules, we're not talking about whistleblowers. We're talking about men who can't follow instructions. They can't follow directions. They can't follow a man. So you're giving rogue individuals authority positions. That's what they're doing. Giving rogue individuals that can't follow policy, can't follow leadership, can't follow instructions, and you're giving them a gun and a badge and apparently a ticket book, because they writing tickets at a rapid rate. And you're unleashing them not only on the citizens of your town, but on anybody who drives past. So when you guys start talking about y'all racially profile when you're driving, which is absolutely possible, but when you say that, just know in this small town, every goddamn body profile. They profile you because you got a car, my nigga. If you got a car, something wrong with your car. We don't know what's wrong with your car until we pull you over, but there's something wrong with your car. Look, this is corruption at the highest level, but we ain't got to the corrupt part yet. We ain't got to the corrupt part yet. And I don't really care about the corruption. I just care about Papal. But check this out.
I rely on my captain and my background investigators to go.
Yeah, by the way, the deflection, just cuz, right? He's a chief of police. He's the one that hires people, fires people. He's a disciplinarian. He controls their life. And all he's saying is he relies on his captain, his lieutenants, his co-captain. Nigga, it's only 250 people in the motherfucking city. Like, you say this shit like you got a huge department. Nigga, there are classrooms with 32 kids in it. You have 2 8th grade classrooms full of employees. You can pretty much handle that. Bro, would you trust, look, so you have a police chief that's unaccountable, hiring people that's unaccountable. So you know this gonna go bad, bro. You know this gonna go bad. All right, let's go.
Go ahead and dig and say, hey, what's the truth behind this?
The chief says criminal charges were often dismissed, dishonorable discharges overturned. He claims most applicants hired got on the wrong side of agency politics.
If you go back to the totality of a lot of these officers' stuff, I would say 75%, or not more, they're being retaliated against from their agency.
Retaliate?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you take a chance, Chief?
And I try to look at the good in everybody, and I believe everybody.
Let's go there. Let's go there. When your girl has a dream that you were cheating, but you sleep right next to her, right? And she calls the police on you because in her dream you were cheating, in her dream you beat on her. There are people in jail for sexual assault because a woman had a dream and it felt real that somebody touched them. You understand that, right? They don't give you the benefit of the doubt. They don't. When you don't know, like right now, my driver's license is expired. I didn't know that until I had to apply for something and they asked for a copy of my driver's license and was like, yo, your license expired. I didn't even know. So if you don't give me the grace, be like, yo, I didn't even know my license was expired. I didn't know I had to go get a new. You go write me a ticket. That's how they got a $1.7 million worth of ticket writing. There's no grace. So there's grace for criminals and never do gooders to be on the force, but there is no grace for the people you serve. All right.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's
I
coming,
cannot believe these shorts were $5 to $24. Look at the shorts.
Why these stupid motherfuckers gonna put a commercial in the middle of my I ain't even went nowhere. They gave me a commercial already. That's crazy. Stupid ass commercial. And they made me lose my place. Stupid ass commercials. Stupid ass AdSense. All right. About right.
If you go back to the totality of a lot of these officers' stuff, I would say 75%, or not more, they're being retaliated against from their agency.
Retaliate?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you take a chance, Chief?
And I try to look at the good in everybody, and I believe everybody deserves an opportunity.
You give a lot of opportunities.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
The opportunity to wear a badge allows his officers to work extra jobs, which can mean real money. $50 an hour.
Here we go. Here go that Pappum part right here. I'm going to bring this back. Here come the Pappum part. This is not the face of a racist. I want to say that. This is not the face of a racist. This is the face of somebody who got beat up all the way through high school, then grew 4 inches and gained 30 pounds, and now he wants his lick back. This is the face of somebody who hasn't gotten over their childhood trauma. Possibly somebody who used to do crime but didn't get caught, so he was able to be a police officer because his crimes didn't count because he didn't get caught. This is the face of a male Karen. This is what male Karens look like. This is a male Karen. I'm a good person, but all I date is felons. This is a male Karen. I don't know what a male Karen is. A Keith? I don't know. But let's go.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
The opportunity to wear a badge allows his officers to work extra jobs, which can mean real money. $50 an hour or more.
I mean, let's not hide it from anybody. They're making probably about $80,000 to $100,000 a year doing that.
And I asked Portillo direct.
Wait. $100,000 a year moonlighting? That is crazy. Amazing. So they're joining the police force to get a badge. The badge is their logo. They're joining the police force to get a badge so they can, because they're only getting a small town like that, 50 officers, taxpayer money. They're not making that much money. It's not like they're making 40, 50. They maybe. But a lot of okay, hold on, let's look this up. We're going to come back to this. Salary of police and coffee. They miss a lot of coffee. Texas. Wait. Of the 50 sworn officers, hold on, man. Let me make this bigger so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Hold on. The average salary for a police officer in Texas is $67,000. In coffee, they earn between $80,000 to $100,000 per year. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. The starting salary is $47,000 per year. Right? $47,000. So it's $47,000 plus they moonlight to make another, you know what I'm saying, to make another $60,000 a year. They get paid more moonlighting than they do at their job. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. They even got his quote. Didn't he just say this? I mean, let's not hide it from anybody. They're probably making about $80,000 to $100,000 a year doing that, though. So I'm assuming, we're about to go back to it. I'm assuming he meant $80,000 to $100,000 on top of the $47,000 they get from the taxpayer. That's what I'm assuming. Because we saw it's $47,000 base pay, and then, you know, you can progress. But it's a small town. Like, how much can they really pay? Even though they made $1 million worth of tickets. They wrote $1 million worth of tickets. So, yeah. But, so they covered that. Wait. 47,000. Let's round it up to 50. 50,000 divided by $1 million. I don't know. I don't know if that's 20,000 or 200,000. Let me check. Do the math on it real quick. Because they got me curious, man. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? We about to get to the papping part. About to get to the papping part. Because you don't have to be police to get that type of money. You just got to have a pistol. Let's see. $1 million. $50 racks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. $20. It can't be $20. Did I put an extra zero in here or something? Let me try that again. $1 million. I probably did put an extra zero. 50 rack. Oh, it's $20. $20. They ain't no money. They ain't no goddamn money. Alright. So all them tickets, they're only $20 in the black for all the tickets they write for have 50 officers to have 50 officers that make $50,000 and they write $1 million a year worth of tickets. It averages out to 20 people. And Chirac say $20 is $20. Hey, that's half of 40 though. You right, bro. That's half of 40. $20 is $20. $20 is half of 40. You halfway to the girl of your dreams. Halfway to the girl of your dreams. That's crazy. That's all that shit to earn $20 extra for the town. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. At least they in the black though. They in the black. They didn't take an L. They $20 up. That's crazy. That's a lot of effort for $20. All right, for the municipality, they look like they making about $1.60. The town make $20. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. $20. $20. Oh shit, man, that's crazy though. Amazing. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I did the math 3 times, man, because I was really like, this can't be right. But $20, all right, $20. get their money, boy. I swear to God, man.
Call Garcia right now.
So this is what happened. This, if I'm not mistaken, this is the police chief, the one we just saw, right? Let me scroll back a little bit so you could tell, so I could tell you who he cursing out, because y'all not understanding who he cursing out.
Hour or more.
I mean, let's not hide it from anybody. They're making probably about 80 to 100,000 a year doing that.
And I asked Portillo directly, does he get a cut of his officers' extra job wages? Twice during our interview, the chief said no. The only money he...
Wait. He asked the right question. Let's bring it back, because that was my question. I know it's y'all question too. Like, why is he hiring all these felons if he ain't getting a cut? I think he's a liar. What do you guys think? I think he's a liar. I think he's getting a cut. I think he's a liar.
Hey y'all, masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we go.
Look, guys, you asked me to take.
Yeah, I think he's a liar. I think he's getting a cut. But let's go.
100 miles away from Coffee City. More on that. Portillo was working security for a job wages. Twice during our interview, the chief said no. The only money he makes from extra jobs is from the ones he works himself. And that takes us from Coffee City to Houston and what's coming up tomorrow night at 10.
Call Garcia right now.
Okay, so check this out. We got lucky. It was a two-parter. So part one was where we just stopped. This was part two. Somebody put them both together. Shout out to them, man. So this is Garcia again. If I'm not mistaken, this is Garcia smoking a cigarette. I ain't mad at him. Chief of police now. Not only is the chief of police, but the town's so small that he also has to go on patrol. But didn't he just say that he trusts his lieutenant commanders and all that shit? Is he away from the action? Didn't he say that, man? Am I mistaken? Hold on, man. Let's go back and see if that's what he said. Let's go back and see if that's what he said. That he trusts that he don't have no responsibility because he trusts his commanders and all type of cool shit. Hold on, let's check this out.
Paper. And that's where I rely on my captain and my background investigators to go in and dig and say, hey, what's it?
His captains and his background investigators. That's what he said. Like, he's so far removed from the situation. Now, here go Garcia. This is the part two. This is part two. They did the second day. They was on it. They on their ass, Mr. Postman. I ain't gonna lie, they on their ass, Mr. Postman. Like and sub as y'all come in, man. Like and sub. Send your heart, man. Donate to the Dirty Folks. Get a new microphone fund. Apparently, that's what Daycare fee's paying for. I'm toddlering. So, help me not be a toddler and get a dope microphone. I appreciate it. All right, let's check it out.
Takes us from Coffee City to Houston and what's coming up tomorrow night at 10.
Call Garcia right now. Tell his chain of commanders.
That's Chief Portillo caught on camera cussing out an elected Harris County constable. Portillo was working...
Nigga! This is the most Andrew Jackson shit ever, bro. Knowing I tell y'all all the time that Andrew Jackson invaded Florida when it was still owned by the Spanish. And the Supreme Court told him he couldn't. He said, man, John Clark. What was his name? Anyway, he was like, John made this decision. He got the law, but I got the guns. Let's see him enforce it. This is one of those moves. He is cursing out his elected official, the motherfucker that signed his checks, the one that collect taxes so they can earn $20. $20. The town earns $20 for having 50 police officers. Oh, that's hilarious. Wow. $20. Anyway, he's cursing out his boss. Caught on tape. I don't know who filmed this. It's probably for somebody's camera phone. $20. Bro, $20. $20. I wish I had a clip on that shit. $20, bro. He's cussing. I don't know what the constable is. I don't know what a constable is in a municipality. But bro. And Garcia, by the way, is the mayor. So it's a whole Mexican affair. Garcia is the mayor. Portillo is the chief of police. It's just Mexicans helping Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need to tribe up. Because apparently, everybody take care of their own men, and black people take care of their women. It's the dumbest shit ever. But I digress. That's not what today's show is about. So, whew. All right.
And that takes us from Coffee City to Houston and what's coming up tomorrow night at 10.
Call Garcia right now. Tell his chain of command.
That's Chief Portillo caught on camera cussing out an elected Harris County constable. Portillo was working security for a Southeast Houston apartment complex nearly 200 miles away from Coffee City. More on that video and what else we learned about Chief Portillo's past as our investigation continues tomorrow at 10. Len and Mia.
All right, so they're about to give us both of them. Check this out. You're the chief of police in Coffee, Texas. You have to drive all the way to Houston to do side gigs, but you're the chief of police. Your salary is so low that you have to do side deals, but your salary is low because you got so many police that you only earn $20. Bro, look. I know I say women can't count and women can't count, but come on, man. That is hilarious, bro. $20, bro. I cannot. I don't even know what a constable is, motivation. I don't know what a constable is, but I know that shit funny. $20. All right.
Jeremy Rogowski, fascinating report there.
Sidebar. This little mixed, this mutt chick right here, this black Mexican, this black-sican chick right here, she bad as shit, bro. She bad as shit. She not a dime, but if you knocked her up, you wouldn't not claim her. Like if that was like that's your baby mama, you would show her a picture. You know what I'm saying? She can get it raw. Anyway, I don't know. That was just random as shit, but I don't like the hair, but you know whatever.
We'll see you tomorrow for more.
Yo, did y'all ever see the movie Soul Man? When the black guy was turning into a white guy. Y'all ever see that movie Soul Man? Don't he look like the dude on Soul Man? Hold on, man. This has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. But Soul Man. Because I want y'all to get the joke. The movie Soul Man. Well, it was a white guy turned to I don't remember if it was a white guy turned to a black guy or a black guy turned to a white guy. But yeah, it was a white guy that was turning into a black guy. He was getting soul, like he started listening to rap music or rock and roll or whatever, and started turning black. It's a good picture of him right here. Oh, not Soul Man. What was the name of that other movie? No, not Soul Man. The movie where it was a black guy turning into a white guy. No, not Soul Man. Damn, what was the name of that movie? Movie when black man turned white. Black reporter. He was a reporter. Reporter. Hold on. He kind of do. Here it go. Oh shit! It was Living Large. That was the name of it. Living Large. When dude that played Cal, he started turning white. Hold on, man. All right, hold on. Living Large. Hold on. The more money he got, the more they said he wasn't black no more. He was acting white. Wait, damn, what picture when he was turning white? Living Large movie. This was back in the day I was watching dumbass shit. Yo, he had a bad bitch. She ain't bad no more, but she was bad at the time. Here you go, right here. Go a picture of it right here. He started turning white. Let me make this bigger. I need y'all to see this. Y'all not understanding how funny this shit is to me, man. Y'all ain't understand how funny this shit is to me. Yo, he kind of looked like Eddie Griffin when he turned white. That's hilarious. Y'all see this picture, right? How Cal, I can't remember his real name, but he started turning white. The more reports he did, the whiter he got, the better his credit got, the whiter he got. All right, y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that, right? All right, so check this out. Look just like dude, bro. Look just like dude. I ain't bullshitting. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Don't him right here. Look at that picture, but look at that face. He look just like Cal turning white, bro. I'ma still call him Soul Man, though. I'm still calling him Soul Man. This motherfucker got the Soul Man face, bro. He got the Soul Man face. That's hilarious. She kind of got it too, but she is a mutt. He just a black guy that look confused a lot. This nigga look confused as shit. You the news, nigga. How you the news and you don't know what's going on? That's crazy, bro. All right, anyway, let's get back to it.
Thank you.
Coffee City, Texas, a small town of about 250 people and 50 police officers on the force.
Our investigative team dug through records and found half of those officers had been suspended, demoted, or fired from previous jobs, some even criminally charged.
And Jeremy Rogowski discovered the man who hired them can have a short fuse when dealing with others who wear the badge here in Harris County.
Coffee City's police chief routinely works an extra job 200 miles away at this Houston apartment complex. And on this day, watch how John J. Portillo behaved.
Wait, before we get into that, if you 200 miles away protecting somebody else's house, how do you protect your town? You have a town to protect. How do you protect your town when you somewhere else protecting somebody else's house? You know what? Out my pay grade. I'm gonna make this about Papham. This is gonna be about Papham. We gonna try, but
I'm about to call Garcia and tell him he's gonna be this next election.
It's an expletive-filled rant launched at the elected constable of Harris County Precinct 2, Jerry Garcia.
I'll call Garcia right now. Tell his or his chain of command is.
Portillo wanted Precinct 2 to file charges on a man he says assaulted him at the complex. It was just one of many requests the constable says kept coming in from off-duty Coffee City cops.
Which at first was, no big deal. We help anybody and everybody. But then we noticed that it was becoming a pattern.
That pattern, the constable says, was draining resources. So Garcia reached out to the Harris County District Attorney's Office.
And we were advised to tell Chief Portillo that he had to file the charges.
But when deputies did just that, Portillo left a nasty voicemail.
And your captains, lieutenants, or whoever those numbnuts are that you have working for you, tell them your guy's not to help us out.
It saddened me, it upset me to hear that. This isn't something small. This is pretty upsetting.
What upset the constable even more, the response his agency got back after alerting Coffee City's mayor. I don't see very much there that warrants any disciplinary action from the city, the mayor wrote. The officers are contracted by the property for off-duty.
Stop it, stop. They mayor name is Jeff Blackstone? Jeff Blackstone? Oh my God, nigga. Bro, Jeff Fort started the Blackstone Rangers. His name is Jeff Blackstone. This nigga is a Black Keystone Ranger in his full form, nigga. As a mayor, this is hilarious to me, bro. Jeff Blackstone? Oh my God. I wonder if his middle name is Fort. If that nigga name is Jeff Fort Blackstone, you know the feds let Jeff Fort out, nigga. Jeff Blackstone? Oh my God. You know what? Like a sub, man. Contribute to the Help Dirty Folks get a new mic. This motherfucker Brad say Stone run it. I damn near blocked you. This is a Dirty Folks shadow, nigga. This is not the Black Zone. Hey. Oh shit, you gotta be from Chicago to know how funny that was. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, this is so hilarious. Hey, but look. Papham, bro, Papham. Look. because I don't know where my spot gonna be, because I haven't seen this part. Once you guys finish your tolerology, or whether you don't do your tolerology, you need tolerology to get the tribal constitution and stuff, but you don't need tolerology to join PAPM, right? We starting our own militia, and we would like to have a PAPM charter in at least 26 states so we can be federally recognized. And then at that point, guys can go and get security jobs without being police, just part of a militia, and y'all can get that $50 an hour. Matter of fact, you can undercut them at $40 an hour, still be legal, still be legit. You didn't went through your gun safety courses and physicals and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they know that they fucking with Tribe and they gonna get quality service. Great customer service. Because you're men and we're not hiring no women because we want people to have good customer service experience. So we won't hire black women. But everything they're doing as a police crew, and they moving like a crew, not a police department. They moving like a police crew. Like these motherfuckers do jobs, nigga. Like they do burglary heists and shit. This is how they moving. This is how they moving. So I'm gonna call them a crew because they move like a crew. They got 20 more Jeff Blackstone as a mayor. That's hilarious, bro. Like, everything about this story is funny to me, bro. They got 20 more Jeff Blackstone as a mayor. They got Italian Beef Portillo as the chief of police. They got, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got full-time jobs, yet they got a moonlight on the side for extra money. They got some type of fucking security crime ring going on. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it back a little bit because I want to know if they just beating up people or if stuff coming up missing. Like, how did we get to this point that the chief of police is at the job and they say that it has to be reported by the chief of police? He ain't going to report himself. He ain't going to report himself. So nothing going to happen. So they try to go over his head to the mayor. The mayor's scared because the mayor ain't got no gun. He got 50 cops in the city of 250 people. They got all the pistols. They got all the pistols. This motherfucker is a city under siege by Mexicans. I promise you, bro, if this man had a MS-13 tattoo on his arm, I would not be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised at the least because they running this shit like a gang, like a Mexican gang. I want to know what prompted that community to try to report these police officers. Hold on, let's go back a little bit because I want to know what they did. I want to know what they were stealing. Yeah, nigga, Jeff Fort Blackstone, nigga. Look.
Behaves.
I'm about to call Garcia and tell him he's gonna be that collection.
It's an expletive-filled rant launched at the elected constable of Harris County Precinct 2, Jerry Garcia.
I'll call Garcia right now. Tell his what his chain of command is.
Portillo wanted Precinct 2 to file charges on a man he says assaulted him at the complex. It was just one of many requests the constable says kept coming in from off-duty Coffee City cops.
Which at first was, no big deal. We help anybody and everybody. But then...
All right, so they weren't stealing. They were beating up people. You have a bunch of unruly people who got kicked off other police departments, probably for racial profiling or excessive force or something like that. And they just bullying people. Okay, cool. So I still don't know if that make them a crime ring or not. They didn't steal anything. They didn't get caught selling anything illegal. They just bullying people. But respect my authority, nigga. Respect my authority, nigga. Respect my authority. Look. So let's go, man. Let's see what happens.
And we noticed that it was becoming a pattern.
That pattern, the constable says, was draining resources. So Garcia reached out to the Harris County District Attorney's Office.
And we were advised to tell Chief Portillo that he had to file the charges.
But when deputies did just that, Portillo left a nasty voicemail.
And your captains, lieutenants, those order those numbnuts are that you have working for you, tell them your guys not to help us out.
It saddened me, it upset me to hear that. This isn't something small. This is pretty upsetting.
What upset the constable even more, the response his agency got back after alerting Coffee City's mayor. I don't see very much there that warrants any disciplinary action from the city, the mayor wrote. The officers are contracted by the property for off-duty police protection. You may want to reach out to them with any complaints.
Didn't think that it merited any disciplinary action against him. It's crazy.
Greg Freeman is a Sam Houston State criminal justice professor and retired Houston police captain.
Basically, you're enabling bad behavior now. And that's exactly.
See, hey, look, the reason my show was late is because I ended up talking to Mr. Palmer for a couple of hours. Mr. Palmer and the Bill. Shout out to Palmer. Shout out to the Bill. Hit me in the three-way. And one of the things that Palmer talks about a lot, and he said it during that conversation, was don't trust these niggas online because they say they against this shit and then they do fuckboy shit in real life. Shout out to Noble. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the world class. Anyway, so fuckboy. Anyway, so what he always says is it's the men that encourage bad behavior. So basically, what he is saying is their police department is full of toddlers. You understand that, right? They have toddlers in the police department being enabled by a mayor and by the police chief. Now, I will say this. I respect the fact that the police chief defends his officers and that the mayor supports the police chief. I respect it in principle. But in practice, my nigga, yo, they terrorists, bro. They toddler terrorists, bro. They are toddler terrorists. They just got a bunch of male Keishas running around. Okay, let's bring it back to context.
With any complaints.
Didn't think that it merited any disciplinary action against him. It's crazy.
Greg Freeman is a Sam Houston State criminal justice professor and retired Houston police captain.
Basically, you're enabling bad behavior now. And that's exactly what the mayor has done.
So what does Chief Portillo have to say for himself?
I was amped up. And I apologized to my city council, at city council.
Did you apologize to Constable Garcia?
No, I haven't had a chance. I haven't talked to him.
The cussing incident happened 6 months ago.
Is that the real John J. Portillo that people are seeing in this video?
No, I don't just go off the handle.
Well, you did hear.
Yeah, because I got socked in the face. I was mad. I was red. And I was upset.
Who got socked in the face? You got socked in the face? I think he lying.
Hey, y'all! Masters are coming! He's coming, y'all! Masters are coming! Here he comes! Look, guys, you asked me to...
You telling me that you're working a job and the people that you're supposed to be protecting hit you in the face? I don't believe. I don't believe him. That doesn't look like the face of a truth teller. I don't know if it looked like the face of a racist. But it definitely looks like the face of a liar. I don't think he's telling the truth. First of all, let me tell y'all something, guys. Don't trust men without a mustache. Just generally speaking, bro. Don't trust men without a mustache. Now, he pulled it off. He don't look like a pedo. Normally, guys without mustaches look like pedos. He don't look like a pedo. He might be, but he don't look like one. But you can't trust them because they can grow a beard and look like a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? So he can hide with the rest of the Mexicans. But also, that don't look like the face of a truth teller. We're going to hear that again. This motherfucker said they hit him in the face and did some other shit. He the police, the chief of police. You telling me people just go around socking the chief? Come on, man. Stop it.
And I apologized to my city council, at city council.
Did you apologize to Constable Garcia?
No, I haven't had a chance. I haven't talked to him.
The cussing incident happened 6 months ago.
Is that the real John J. Portillo that people are seeing in this video?
No, I don't just go off the handle.
Well, you did hear.
Yeah, because I got socked in the face. I was mad. I was red, and I was upset because they wouldn't help me file the charges.
It's not the only example we found that calls into question Portillo's character and integrity. In his application to become Coffee City's chief, He never listed this, a DWI charge out of Florida in which he failed to appear in court.
Hey, yo, this motherfucker got DUIs or DWIs. He fighting felonies. He running from Florida to Texas with felonies and get to be police. That's why he hired so many police. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all, a criminal know a criminal, bro. He like, well, fuck it. I fucked up my life and became a cop. I'm going to hire other people. Look, I don't know what's going down there in Houston. It ain't even Houston. That's Coffee. I don't know what's going on down there in Coffee. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had the clip of the Green Mile. My name Coffee. Just like the drink is spelled different. Like, yo, I don't know what's going on down there in Coffee, but it's spelled just like coffee. But I don't know what's going down there in Coffee. But, yo, y'all that's a full daycare right there, bro. They got a, bro. Hold on. My man right here is not having it, bro. Now, this reporter right here looks like a reporter. He like, yo, I ain't having it. I got one more clip we're going to do after this. And that reporter is, that's the reason I'm going to do it. Because the reporter on the next clip I show you going to be hilarious. He just look like he ain't going. Like, nigga, you got me fucked up. I'm supposed to believe you got hit in the face and all this. He ain't going, bro. Hey, like the sub, man. Send your heart. Donate to the daycare fees, man. I'm trying to get a mic.
Why wouldn't you disclose that, Chief?
Didn't disclose it. It was over 10 years ago.
You had an active warrant.
Huh? That was disposed of.
No, it wasn't. Court records show the day after our interview, Portillo hired a Florida defense attorney who filed a not guilty plea in the case.
Now, here's my thing, guys. I'm going to bring that back just a little bit. And this is the reason I want to bring it back. Bro, whoever edited this shit is the edit god. Edit god. The reporter ain't say nothing. He just cut to the next scene like, look at the indictment, my nigga. Like, oh, that was disposed of. No, it wasn't. Hold on, that shit's hilarious to me, bro. I know it ain't nothing, but it's something. It's funny as shit.
The only example we found that calls into question Portillo's character and integrity. In his application to become Coffee City's chief, he never listed this, a DWI charge out of Florida in which he failed to appear in court.
Why wouldn't you disclose that, Chief?
Didn't disclose it. It was over 10 years ago.
You had an active warrant.
Huh? That was disposed of.
No, it wasn't. Court records show the day after our interview, Portillo hired a Florida defense attorney who filed a not guilty plea in the case.
From the looks of it, you weren't being truthful on the application to which you hold the job this day. Chief?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, but that's not what it is. I'm not being truthful.
You forgot?
I put down everything that was in my mind when I filled out my application to the best of my knowledge.
Well, that same job application states there are criminal consequences for lying on a government document. Lennon, Mia?
Okay, so there's more to this investigation.
Hold on, man. Shout out to this reporter right here. Shout out to him. And even though it's over, I'm going to let it play because I want to see Soul Man. That's his new name, by the way. His name's Soul Man.
Investigation tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow we reveal how some Coffee City officers were working full-time right here in Harris County and how the chief suspended that division after we started asking questions.
We'll see that tomorrow night. Thank you, Jeremy.
See you then.
Interesting.
AKA 211
Oh, shit,
investigation.
it's another part. It's a part 3 of this motherfucker. Hold on, man. I ain't see none of this, bro. Hey, Soul Man got a new girl, though. She'll get it, too. She got a round face, though. If you could knock her up, she'll be fat. But Soul Man got a new co-anchor. All right. Let's go. Let's check this out. We watching this together, man. Hey, Will said, that nigga said, huh? Yo, I saw that shit the second time around. That nigga's like, huh? Yeah. All right, let's check this out. Why he got that casino suit? Remember the movie Casino? Why Soul Man wearing a suit from Casino? That nigga got the 1970s pimp swag. Anyway, I digress.
Leads to changes at a Texas police department.
This week, we've showed you how the town of Coffee City, 3 hours north of Houston, is a magnet for cops with troubling backgrounds.
Now the chief is temporarily shutting down a division that works here in Harris County after Jeremy Rogowski questioned whether it's legal.
Coffee City, Texas, a dot on the map with barely 250 residents, has a police force of 50 officers, 5 times the number of cops than any other Texas town its size. And that's not the only thing unusual or odd.
Turns out there are a half dozen full-time Coffee City police officers who don't even work in Coffee City, Texas. Instead, they work from home, more than 3 hours and nearly 200 miles away in Houston.
It's hard to believe that that is happening.
Greg Freeman is a Sam Houston State criminal justice professor.
I've never seen anything like that. There are 100 questions that come to my mind.
Who are these officers? This internal email shows they're part of a warrant division. It reads, there is no need to go to Coffee City because you will be spending 95% of your time on the phone, calling people who have outstanding warrants and collecting failure to appear fines. And because it's a full-time position, there's an added perk.
It gives them the ability to go work an extra job.
Coffee City Chief John J. Portillo concedes they're on the books as full-time because state law only allows full-time cops to work extra security jobs. At this Houston apartment complex, some Coffee City warrant officers do just that and make more than $50 an hour.
They work.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. So out of 50 cops, 12 of them don't even have to show up at work. They punch in off their phone or off the laptop. Just chill at the crib. Call a couple of people for all the traffic tickets that the other 38 people writing just randomly. And then on the clock, they working second jobs on the clock with their full-time job. But let me tell you something. The criminal in me, I kind of respect it. The taxpayer in me is like, that's some bullshit, right? But the criminal in, like the, bro. Okay, no. It's not, no. It's not $50 an hour. Wait, let's do the math on this and pull out the calculator again. Because they start off at $47,000 a year, right? Divided by 52 weeks. Divided by 40 hours a week. So they get $22 an hour being police. Plus the $50 an hour. So they have $72.60 an hour. $72.60 per hour. That is crazy. Amazing. Bro. We gonna have to get Papham up and running. Cause this, bro. And look, this picture right here, the police chief. Don't he look like a small child being reprimanded by his father? No, Mike, he didn't say they work part-time for as much as $50 an hour. He said they work side jobs for up to $50 an hour. So they working full-time side jobs and full-time while they full-time on the clock because they don't have to punch in. So even if they did side job, bro, regardless, nigga, that's $72 an hour. Look, bro. Smock said if he let that hit, demand his taxes lower. Lower for what? They only bringing $20 in to the city. $20. All them tickets they writing, $20. Bro, this shit crazy. He look like a small child getting reprimanded by his grandfather. Let's continue.
Work 2-3 days a week, 4 days a week.
But is it all above board? The warrant division is a performance-based division, and officers' pay is based on the failure to appears they collect.
They're basically bounty hunters in a way.
Freeman says that amounts to a commission for collecting fines.
It doesn't make any sense.
Then they get $150 for every oh my God, nigga.
Hey y'all, masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here he comes.
Look, guys, you asked me to take.
Whew. That is crazy.
The performance-based division and officers' pay is based on the failure to appears they collect.
They're basically bounty hunters in a way.
Freeman says that amounts to a commission for collecting fines.
You know what that means, right? You know in the Bible, when they said Simon was a money collector, that's what they're talking about. So in a way, they doing the Lord's work. I just lied. They quit the force to do the Lord's work. But apparently they was doing that from wrong. So Smugglerson said, where's reparation? He want police reparations. That's hilarious. All right. Whew. Hey, this man is not playing, though. Whoever this reporter is, these boys is not playing. They dead ass serious, bro.
Doesn't make any sense. From an ethical perspective, it just screams questions about the legitimacy of what they're doing.
That's because state law requires full-time peace officers to get paid at least at the federal minimum wage. But again, at the Coffee City Warrant Division,
The court gives them $150 for each warrant that they clear.
So they don't earn a salary apart from that $150
No, sir. No, sir.
a head?
Correct.
They get.
Correct.
Okay. Is that legal?
I believe so.
Wait. I got a question. Call on me. How can you be a full-time employee of any organization, any operation, and not get a salary? How does that work? Name a full-time job you've ever had that they didn't pay you a salary. You can be a commission-based, you can have a commission-based position, but you don't work full-time. Because if you work commission, it's exactly that. You come when you want to come. Like they'll tell you, it'll be strongly suggested that you work 8-hour days. But you can punch in and punch out off your phone. So you don't have to show up. I know people who do that for a living. People who ask you to switch your energy bill or buy solar panels. Like, you know, you go to Walmart and there's people in there like, would you buy solar panels? That is a commission-based job. They come in when they want to come in, they leave when they want to leave. What they do is they have a quota. So they'll be like, you have to get 2 or 3 sales a day. But if you get 3 sales in your first hour, the rest of the day is yours. But this ain't that. This is the police department. You telling me police not getting paid? Full-time police officers went through the academy or whatever the case may be. Do they even have an academy? Hold on. 250 people? I don't even think they got an academy, to be honest with you. So they get full-time paid. He hired him. He don't know if he paid him. That's hilarious in itself. He paid him. He on the line. Did they get paid? I believe so. I'm going to bring that shit back just because it will. Did they get paid? I believe so. I don't know who paid him. I think the court paid him. Well, shit, the taxpayer pay everybody apparently in this motherfucker. So that means those particular officers, they don't bring $20 in. They take away $130. Because they got $150 from the court. So the $20 they earned to the municipality is just debited toward the $150 they get back out. So they down $130 for 12 officers. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's gangster. I kind of sort of approve it. But it's crazy. I want to hear her say I believe so again. That shit was kind of funny. I ain't gonna cap. That shit was funny. This motherfucker is no matter what pulls up, no, bro. No matter where I click this gentleman right here, he got the look of nigga. You just lying, nigga. You just gonna lie to me like, you know how you know? You ever talk to your girl and you already know the answer, but you just asking her a question and she just lying anyway, or your kids, you know the answer. Like, who spilled the milk? And they like, I don't know, Daddy. Like, I know you did it. It's only me and you here, motherfucker. Like, you lying like a motherfucker. But this, I don't know who this reporter is, but I like this guy, man. I like this guy. He is hilarious to me, man. Oh my God, he is not going. He's like, nigga, you got me fucked up. That's the you got me fucked up face, bro. That's what that is. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I had to pause on that because he is not going, nigga. He could have been a mob boss in another life.
Warrant that declare.
So they don't earn a salary apart from that $150?
No, sir. No, sir.
A head?
Correct.
They get.
Correct.
Okay. Is that legal?
Oh, I believe so.
2 days after our interview, Coffee City PD changed course, sending out this email to warrant detectives that said, due to unforeseen difficulties, the program has been suspended until such time as I can make sure that we are in compliance with labor laws.
So whose job is it to police the police? The Department of Public Safety enforces any extra job violations. The Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, or TCOL, has the power to suspend or revoke a peace officer's license. That agency confirms to us it does have an open investigation into the Coffee City Police Department, guys.
Yo, this man right here got the whole police force indicted. That man right there is fighting terrorism, both foreign and domestic. He fought a band of Mexican criminals with badges. This man, him and his wireframe glasses, took down a cartel, bro. And they were a cartel. He took down a cartel, nigga, with a cameraman and a mean look. He took down a cartel. Shout out to him, man. He is the real MVP. And Soul Man. Shout out to Soul Man just for being Soul Man. That wasn't even the right movie, but I'm calling him Soul Man because it just fit. All right, man. Y'all want to stay tuned for the second half. The second half is about how they gangstered a whole mayor slot from a motherfucker, bro. Took that nigga whole joint. I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back with part two. It's even funnier than this part. I made this shit funny because it's stupid, but bro, it's just hilarious, bro. I'll be right back, man. Support the soap.
Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Knows your soul. Knows your soul. Let's cut to the chase. Can I get some aid and assist? I surrender. I need your help, please. You want to make passive income? Go to the Nosha Organic website, scroll down to Feed the Pack, and grab your piece of ownership. It's simple. Sign up to be a referral partner. Go to your local store, ask them to put us on the shelf. If they do, you'll get a referral fee. You want to make a slice of the pie? Become a franchisee and run that store. Get revenue every sale we get from the locations that you select. When we get national distribution, you can transfer your franchise into a shareholder and get paid forever. Ever. Support the brand specifically with men in mind. Support Nosha Organic. Whether you're a dope boy or soap boy, feed the pack.
Yo, Chris called that nigga Paco. That man Paco. That's hilarious. Alright, so. Alright, now. Alright, so. Meanwhile, in nigger news, a town got their first black mayor. Like us up, man. Like us up. See how I pay your daycare fees, man. Town got their first black mayor. And then they took him down.
It's often a straightforward process in this country. You hold an election for...
Y'all just gonna do what y'all want to do. All right, cool. Let's get into it.
It's often a straightforward process in this country. You hold an election for office, a clear winner is declared, and that person assumes the position once the votes are counted and certified. But New Bern, Alabama is a bit different. They haven't held elections for years with a position.
Let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. New Bern, Alabama. Another small town where they do what the hell they want to do. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But this looks like slavery, my nigga. I'm sorry. Like, as they do the tour of the city, they haven't had an election in, what they say, 20 years. How do you have a town with a mayor, but y'all don't have mayoral elections? So right there, that tells you that people really do want a monarchy. They want a king. People really want a king. They just want somebody to blame for their inadequacy. I'm going to bring this back just a little bit. She's about to describe the town of New Bern, Alabama. Once again, even though the centerpiece of this story will be black people, the town is run by white people. The municipality is run by white people. Doesn't really matter. I'm just telling you, it's culture over color. Because a country nigga is a country nigga regardless what color they are. Trailer park is trailer park wherever trailers are found. But I want to put that up because I want, as she describes the city, this town, the small town. They don't have shit, bro. They don't have nothing, my nigga. When I tell you they ain't got nothing, they got so little of nothing that the nothing they have is the story, nigga. They ain't got shit. Watch this shit.
Alabama is a bit different. They haven't held elections for years, with a position often handed down from father to son for multiple generations, until one man went against the norm, and he says it's led to him being blocked from his mayoral duties for years. Now the battle over who's really in charge is at the center of a federal lawsuit as tensions run high. Our Steve Osinsami has the tale of two mayors.
New Bern, Alabama is one of those small places in America where you'll find nearly a dozen churches to worship the Lord, but not a single grocery store. It's barely a mile long with about 200 people. An old...
Let's pause that, man. I want to bring it back. Y'all heard that. 12 churches, no grocery stores. Let these niggas talk about food deserts. They ain't got nothing on this side. Our community is a food desert. I gotta use voice.
Our community is a food desert. We have bad schools, no grocery stores. We poor.
Yo, they whole town ain't got shit, bro. 200 people. Once again, a town of 200 people. Look at how little shit they got, though. This is the tour of the town. This is what's hilarious. The tour of the town is all the shit they don't have, bro. I can't make this up, man. Look at, and everything look abandoned. The houses look abandoned. People live there, bro. People live in these places. The houses look abandoned. The stores look, bro.
Tale of two mayors.
New Bern, Alabama is one of those small places in America where you'll find nearly a dozen churches to worship the Lord, but not a single grocery store. It's barely a mile long with about 200 people. An old cotton town where the history of slavery still lives deep in the soil. Even the
Bro, how come the three churches they showed were the only buildings that had upkeep? Why? Those three churches. I know I'm belaboring this shit, bro. I ain't trying to beat a dead horse, bro. But why are the three churches the only things that look new? Churches look new. These are the stores in their homes and shit. Church look new. Church look new. Church look new. You go to they don't even have no red lights. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. That's an active store, bro. Like, people shopped it. This motherfucker look abandoned. It like a bando, bro. I don't know what this is. But, bro, everything in this town look abandoned except the churches, bro. That is crazy, bro. And people, you want to be the mayor of this? All right. You know what they need? They need more police officers. They need 50 police officers to make their town better, bro. They need to hire more police. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Anyway.
It's barely a mile long with about 200 people. An old cotton town where the history of slavery still lives deep in the soil. Even the cemeteries are still racially segregated. This is where white people are buried. And over here is the dirt road that takes you to a hill where the descendants of former slaves still bury their dead today.
I'm not trying to divide the town, just want to make the town better.
For the first time ever, a child of those black ancestors has become the city's mayor, hoping he can bring people together. But
once again, man, who are these cameramen who make everybody look like they Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, man? Look at all of, like, you'll see this through this whole joint. Every time they show this, man, it's going to be in some heroic angle to make him look tall, larger than life. He's just a country boy from Alabama. I'm not dismissing him. I'm really giving credit to the cameraman. The cameraman got this motherfucker looking like he Jesus. All right, let's go.
Has become the city's mayor, hoping he can bring people together. But in a lawsuit he's filed in federal court, he says that some of his white neighbors have kept him from the job and locked him out of office. And he's seen here arguing with one of them outside the building, a city clerk who he and his black voters tried to persuade to their side but failed.
What you're doing is unjust.
No, it's not.
It is. It's absolutely unjust. It's unjust by this gentleman and it's unjust by the people of this town.
Do you feel cheated?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel...
This has to be the most unattractive man I've ever seen in my life. That's not obese. He's like the ugliest skinny person I've ever seen. Look, I'm going to tell a story, but just every once in a while, just know I'm going to pause for all the facial expressions that the reporter makes. This motherfucker right here. Look, like the other reporter looked like a mafioso. He got the whole police department shut down. This man here looks confused this entire goddamn interview, bro. Every time you look at him, he gonna be looking like, what had happened? Like, this motherfucker right here looked like when he was a kid, he ate paint. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This whole episode, the whole interview, this shit is hilarious. He is the reason that I was like, yo, I'm gonna do a story about it. This man right here, I mean the mayor dude too, but this motherfucker right here, bro, is the most hilariously, just, y'all think that I'm accidentally funny. This man's facial expressions are accidentally funny as shit. All right, let's go. Just keep your eye on him, though. He hilarious.
Feel discriminated against.
It's unjust by this gentleman and it's unjust by the people of this town.
Do you feel cheated?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel discriminated against?
Yes.
What is it that you want to see happen?
I want to take my rightful seat and I want to hold each and every one of them accountable for what they did.
Tell me that don't sound like Donald Trump. Tell me what he just said. Tell me what he just said don't sound like Donald Trump. I want to get my slot back, and I'm gonna punish everybody that cut me out that slot. Tell me he don't. That's what you do. Everybody like Donald Trump's so bad. He's vengeful. No, when you win an election and you duly appointed, and somebody steals your position from you, when you get your slot back, you about that action, boss. Papple. He need 50 police officers, man. That's what he need to do. When he get his mayor slot back, he need to hire 50 police officers and get that shit cracking, bro. Look, I ain't mad at him, man. He said, man, vengeance is mine. Don't worry about the Lord. Vengeance is mine. I'm with him, bro. What he said right there. But it's about to go downhill real quick. Anyway.
56-year-old Patrick Braxton was born and raised here and became the city's first black mayor in 2020 when he quietly filed the paperwork at this county courthouse to run for the position. Up until that year, no one had ever officially put in for the job. How many years?
Let's think about that. He put in the paperwork to become mayor, to become a candidate. For 20 plus years, the mayor slot was unchallenged. So it went from father to son, like it was a rite of passage, like a kingdom, like a king dying and giving a position to the prince, and the prince becomes king. And nobody cared. Nobody thought anything was wrong with that. Y'all talk about democracy. No, this is a republic. Democracy is you go out and vote, and your vote matters. A republic is, look, we just do what we got to do and stay legit, stay legal to the empire. And they did that, I suppose. They're doing a horrible job because that whole place look abandoned. It's only 1 mile long, and that 1 mile, they got 12 churches in 1 mile. In a liquor store that sell ice in the front that look abandoned. That's the hood. That's the hood. Now, all he did is file to run against the incumbent mayor. That's all he did. But it's been so long since anybody voted in that town that he won the election. I think that nigga got like 7 votes or some shit like that. But nobody votes in a town. Like, they don't even think about voting. So he won the election. Just him and his friends voted for him. Like, vote for Pedro. Remember that movie? What movie was that? It was like, vote for Pedro. All he said was vote for Pedro. Quietly. He said it. They said it themselves. He quietly filed at the city clerk office. He quietly asked his friends to vote for him. Nobody else in this town even voted. A town of 200, nobody else even voted. They didn't even think about voting. Shit. It's people that's 18 years old who have never seen anybody vote their entire life. He got in with a handful of votes. Because democracy, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
Where no one had ever officially put in for the job.
How many years has this place gone without an election?
I think they said about 60 something.
So then how was the mayor decided here?
Whoa, 60. This is an ugly motherfucker, man. He look confused. Every time you see him, he look confused. 60 years, 60. So that's 3 generations, bro. That is 3 generations of people. So that means nobody has. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. Thank you. That means nobody has run for mayor since the civil rights movement. Think about that. Nobody has run for mayor since the civil rights movement, since free love. Nobody's run for it. So that's 3 generations of people who have never taken part of the democratic process. That's crazy. That's crazy.
About 60 something.
So then how was the mayor decided here?
Just hand it down, hand it down.
And let me guess, what was the race of this mayor in this town? What's it always been?
White.
Yeah, every single time.
Yes.
The mayor at the time was this man, Haywood Stokes III. His father, Haywood Stokes Jr., who died 10 years ago, was the mayor before.
Hold on. We're gonna get into Mayor Stokes. I just want to Haywood Stokes. He's the mayor. He looked like the dude next door, right? He looked like he just out here, man. He just doing this thing. He chilling. He ain't on shit. Listen to how they mayoral go. I shouldn't have interrupted. Check this out, though.
Haywood Stokes III. His father, Haywood Stokes Jr., who died 10 years ago, was the mayor before. And in a response to the federal lawsuit, he and his lawyers admit that the town of New Bern has not held an election for years prior to decide who leads their city. But they deny that there's any racism or a conspiracy here to keep black people out of office. He and Patrick Braxton are both volunteers at the fire station on Main Street. They've known each other for more than a decade. So it was a shock to everyone when the legal deadline had passed to run for the job, and this time a black man, Patrick Braxton, had gone through the trouble of filing the proper paperwork and was the one and only candidate. Months later, he was seen here, being sworn into office by a state judge. And like previous mayors before him, he appointed his own city council, who put their hands on the Bible that same warm evening.
You know what? This is my thing, and they part of this council too. When I saw this, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. When I saw the people that he put in the council, I was like, yo, he don't deserve that slot. A bunch of old women and baby boomer men. No. Just no. Just no. But let's continue.
Evening.
You know, we was very excited. We had one meeting.
You did have a meeting in City Hall?
One, yes.
Oh.
We got a chance to come in, you know, and
tried to get
tried to organize what, you know, that was it.
They say it felt good in a town where 85% of the residents are black to finally have a city council that looked more like the people.
The cameraman, yo. The cameraman is doing, he's bananas. That cameraman is making these country guys, and once again, no disrespect to them. God bless them. But the cameraman has them looking larger than life, like they really about that action, boss. This is the crew. This is the crew that was going to turn that town around. They had 60 years. It's 85% black, which kind of reminds me of Ferguson, Missouri. But I digress. 85% black. And that's how they live. They had every opportunity to file for whatever they want to file for, because apparently the clerk don't give a shit, right? The same way they filed for mayor, they could have filed for business licenses, they could have filed for loans, they could have filed for anything, and they could have run that town economically. They did not. And I'm not disparaging them, I'm not any of that. I'm simply saying that if you have 12 churches, because it's 85% black, and you know black people love church, because they going to pray things get better. You got 12 churches and 2 liquor stores, but 0 commerce, 1 gas station, 0 commerce, no grocery stores, no sustainable living, and you 85% black. That means that, I say this all the time, politics is not about activism. Black people think it is because they like to beg for taxpayer shit. But politics is the business of business. It's contracts, it's corporatocracy. It's getting sponsors and business owners into your municipality. It's providing jobs for the residents. That's what politics is. If you are 85% black and none of y'all have done that, because there are volunteers at the police, at the fire station. So the guy who just went for mayor, he is the co-volunteer. I can't say co-worker because they volunteer. It's a small town. They don't have a budget for a fire department. They're both volunteers at the same firehouse. They know each other. They are comrades in firearms. Well, not firearms. That sounds right. That don't sound right. They're comrades in the fire department. They never had this discussion. So the mayor, once again, small town, I understand. The mayor of that small town also is a fireman. I have no problem with that. Zero problem with that. Because at least he's in his own town. He ain't drive to the Birmingham, Alabama and get a job over there. Like, I'm a part-time mayor. He stayed in his town. So I have no problem with him being a fireman. But at no point did the black guy tell the white guy, like, I'm running against you. And he shouldn't. Once again, no reason to. But that's how small the town is. 85% black, no business. All of a sudden, this crew of baby boomers who haven't done anything all their life. Well, the dude is 56, so he borderline. He really Gen X, but he like the 1960s Gen X, like the Gen X boomer blend. But all them women boomers. So this crew of married boomers and a borderline Gen X who have never done any business in their lives, all of a sudden want the position that conducts business in a town that obviously you can file anything because nobody pays attention. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. But shout out to the cameraman though. That cameraman is awesome.
People they serve.
So you met the former mayor, Woody, after you were sworn in?
Yes.
And there didn't appear to be any problems?
No problem.
And said, here are the keys?
Yeah.
And that's it?
That's it. Walked off.
So now you have a meeting at City Hall. When did the doors get locked?
Well,
I
we
guess
don't
the
know.
next day, we don't know exactly when. I guess they knew we was there.
Can you imagine?
Right there. Bro, this thing is hilarious to me. Bro. You know when they say people have a face for radio? They should have this photo right there, nigga. Bruh, he looked confused in every scene. This picture right here is why I did this video. Cause I said right, like they smell or something, bro. What is wrong with this dude, man? What is wrong with this motherfucker, man? He is hilarious to me, bro. He is hilarious to me. Oh my God, he's ugly. Anyway.
It's a city hall. It's the town hall, and it's locked forever. It's been locked for 2 years now. Well, I feel that it's all about race. And I don't mind saying that. That's what it's about, because I've lived here all my life.
According to their lawsuit, they're also locked out of the city's accounts at this bank on the other side of the county. Meanwhile, the black city council members say that the old city council continues to collect taxes, pay the lawn crews, and somehow conduct regular business.
Do you even know who's holding the meetings?
No.
No, and they must be holding it in a private home.
You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
We tried more than once to get the former mayor's side of the story, knocking on his door when it appeared he was home. He didn't answer. In court filings, Woody III explains his position, accusing Mayor Braxton of living outside the city limits, which would disqualify Braxton from being the mayor. And it is true that Mayor Braxton has more than one home, one that he uses as his city residence that he rents, and this one where he lives with his family outside the city.
Let's pause this real quick. The black guy lives here, outside the city limits. Okay, that's fine. It looks like he built this house himself. Kudos. This house that he lives in outside of the city limits looks better than every structure we saw in that city except for the churches. He built this house. He probably built this house with the help of his church. You know what I'm saying? Like the church crew came through and they went to Home Depot and they built this out of wood themselves, bro. I know he built this house himself. I know he did. This is a frame house. If you got a friend that do electrical for us, like it's 19 people, bro, we can build this house. But it's outside the city limits, and he rents another place inside the city limits. Once again, no problem. That is not illegal. Rahm Emanuel became mayor of Chicago, living in Palatine, Illinois, but he had a apartment or some shit in Chicago. Our new mayor, Chicago's new mayor, Brandon Johnson, lived in Aurora or some shit like that. And he just got an apartment in the Chicago city limits last year just so he can run for mayor. It's not abnormal for that to happen. Hey, look, motivational. I was thinking about the Three Little Pigs. I just didn't say it, bro. I was thinking about Three Little Pigs when I saw it. This is like every house in Ohio, too, by the way. All the Ohio houses are built with sticks. But I digress.
Here's where it gets more complicated. Mr. Woody Stokes is arguing that he gets to hold on to the job because of a special election he claims was held in October to vote on the new city council, weeks before the black city council was sworn in, where only the old city council members qualified to run, and because of that, kept their jobs. He says his old city council put him back in charge. But in his lawsuit, Mayor Braxton says that his side didn't even know that a special election was happening, and says that if it did, it was no good, saying that it took place in secret and that no notice of a special election was ever published.
Y'all just need to go on and leave us alone.
But there's not a story here.
We went to the Mercantile Store, a small diner across the street from the town hall, a place that black residents say is ground zero for Mayor Braxton's opposition. We were told to leave the room.
You just need to go on and leave us alone. It's going to be a black and white thing, and y'all know it.
If you're living and you're working here, someone can make your life living hell. It can really affect you, your family. You will be quiet.
On our walk with the mayor, the few white residents we met who support him were only comfortable telling us so off camera.
You see what I've been trying to tell you?
Yeah. that people are afraid.
Yeah.
Of what?
I don't know what it is. They friends, who gonna stop speaking to them?
One small exception was the kind woman working at the town's new library who didn't really want to take a side.
I think it's very unfortunate for the town of New Bern to have to go through this conflict, and I'm hoping that people will listen to each other and be graceful with each other and come together as the New Bern community.
LaQuina Lewis has become sort of a political activist who works with the mayor.
Who's everyone afraid of around here?
You tell me. Power, the power structure.
These are some of the frightening letters filled with racial.
All right, let's read these letters. First of all, there is no time in which that dude didn't look funny. Second of all, the cameraman is off the chain because he's still doing them portraits. This says, new home. Bro, this is, adults wrote this, by the way. Adults wrote this. This looks like a third grader wrote it. New home if you do get out of my town. You and that non-manipulation gonna delete PS. I'll see you at your next food donation. Haha. Yo, this is so poorly written. They make me read like I can't read, nigga. It's not me, bro. I can't understand it. I'm trying to break it up. Okay, some is blurted out. Your some, and our go my town. I don't know who dumb. Then they switch to the red crayon though. They know colors. They be switching crayons and shit. Something. Your beaten or delete or get burned down. I've been watching you inward right in something. Yo, this is horrible. These are the people that run a town, bro. People that write at a second grade level. This is the people that run a wow. Hell no, to the no. Yeah. Hey, motivation. I told you he was the hood Donald Trump. I told you he was the Alabama Donald Trump. I can't read this, bro. This is horrible. I would be scared. Of a person that couldn't write. Yeah, that's crazy.
These are some of the frightening letters filled with racial slurs that she says she's gotten in the mail.
This is why I just...
Hold on, they gave him the hangman, bro. Wow. They put a hangman note on him, bro. That's crazy. Got him hanging from a tree. That's crazy. Wow.
Just can't say it's not race. I received a lot of hate mail that referenced lynchings and name calling, referenced my children. So this is personal for me, and this is serious. This isn't a game. And obviously, people want it to go away.
One of the white residents who we saw in the restaurant, he said, you guys are just going to make it about race. What do you say to that?
Look at the deck of cards. It's not necessarily about race, but we have to admit and be honest that race does play a small factor in this.
I feel so guilty. Really, I do. Because we have allowed this to happen to us for years and years. We allowed it to happen. I've never known a black man, even if it was a white man, being elected mayor here in New Bern. I've never known that. And we should have say something, done something, see could we get some help from somewhere, but we didn't.
Why?
And that's what I asked myself, why?
The mayor, who according to a state court is still this man.
Okay, time out. Once again, another portrait, because why not? So, basically, she's saying that in the 60 years she been alive, she ain't did shit. She don't know why she ain't did shit, but she ain't did shit. Didn't I tell y'all earlier they ain't did shit? They ain't did nothing. Nothing. They were taking no autonomy of their lives. They saw every conspiracy theory, but didn't get together to conspire. Here's some crazy stuff. So now they're talking about hate mail and this secret society, these white hands. The town is 85% black. You're telling me that 85% black, 15% something else, because I don't believe it's 15% white. It's probably some Mexicans, because there's always a Mexican somewhere. And y'all can't mobilize to try to protect your mayor. Y'all can't enforce your new mayor. You're telling me that you have a town full of cowards. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. 85% of 200 is 170 people, which means it's, what, 30 white people? I don't even think it's 30 white people because I know it's some Mexicans in there. So let's say 20 white people, 10 Mexicans, 170 black people, right? 170 black people, 20 white people, 10 Mexicans. Of those 20 white people, 5 of them are on the city council, or 6 of them. It's the mayor plus 5 people. So 6 out of the 20 white people on the city council. So you telling me you're only afraid of 14 people? Yeah, you're right. The Mexicans is there. They legally white. They claim they're white. So let's say 30 white people, because we're gonna say the Mexicans are white. You telling me that you did that? You're that disorganized that 170 people can't mobilize against 30 people. Hey, why y'all keep saying they making it up, man? Y'all talking about she wrote her own letters. Y'all stupid, man. Look, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because of the cameraman. Because the cameraman keeps making, like right here, don't he look like Malcolm X with the rifle, except he ain't got the rifle, he ain't got the AK. They gave him the Malcolm X pose. You got to believe a man with a Malcolm X pose, man. You got to. If you don't believe a man with a Malcolm X pose, then you can't believe in Malcolm X. That's how that works. I'm just saying. He the new Malcolm X. He Malcolm X and Donald Trump. He Donald X. This is Donald X right here, man. You got to believe him because he Donald X. I'm going to bring that back what the lady said, though, because I need y'all to understand that all you have to do is do shit. I swear to God, he is the funniest looking man I've ever seen in my life, bro. I promise you.
Even if it was a white man being elected mayor here in New Bern, I've never known that. And we should have said something, done something, see could we get some help from somewhere, but we didn't.
Why?
And that's what I asked myself, why?
The mayor, who according to a state court is still this man, wants the state or federal court to come to town and make things right. But if they don't, he says he's not going away, and that there will be a real election when his term is up. He has big hopes to finally bring in a grocery store. It's high time, he says, for black folks in small towns like his to start claiming a little more agency over their own lives.
It has to disappoint you that it's along racial lines.
Yes. Because I had one little lady told me the town wasn't ready for a black male.
Someone told you that?
Yeah.
Was it a white lady who
Yes.
told you that? The town wasn't ready for a black man?
Yes.
What did you say to her?
They better get ready. So I'm him.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos.
Yo, man, look. On the outro, just one
They
time.
better get ready. So I'm him.
The cameraman, man. Give it up one time for the cameraman. That cameraman got him looking like a hero. He out there in farmer's clothes, but every photo makes him look like the man. Martin Luther Trump X deserved better. That's hilarious. Anyway, guys, look. So what we learned today, boys and girls, well, ain't no girls, let's be honest, there ain't no girls watch my channel. What we learned today, boys and girls, is that it's not hard to lock down a small town. Trust me, Chicago and Detroit niggas know. It's not hard to lock down a small town. There's a lot of towns out here with 200 people. A lot of towns. A lot of small towns. The only thing stopping tribe from manifest destiny is, number one, being tribe. That's very important. Have the same ideology. The same, the same direction. And two, it's doing it. They put Smart says it's not hard to mess it up after you lock it down. The only time you mess it up after you lock it down is if you listen to girls with clothes on. That's it. Take your tolerology before you can try it. The only way you can mess it up after you lock it down is by listening to girls with clothes on. Because how you get it is how you keep it, right? Well begun is half done, right? How you get it is how you keep it. The end's how it starts. You can use whatever parable you want to. So you go in as a man of action, you handle that biz, be about that action. You do what you say you're going to do, or to the best of your ability, because you about that action. And then whatever action come towards you, apparently you get one police officer for every 5 citizens. You get 50 cops in the city of 200. I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing. But it's hard. It's easy to maintain shit, right? It's easy to maintain as long as you don't listen to girls with clothes on. When you guys see things fall like that Rick Ross city, y'all ain't heard nothing about that city that Rick Ross. Remember Rick Ross he bought like 200 acres and said he was gonna make his own town. It's like 4 or 5 years ago. You ain't heard nothing else about it. You know why? Because the first thing Rick Ross did is he appointed 6 black women. That's the first thing he did. So right now, even if he does have it developed, it ain't nothing but gays and felons in there because he appointed 6 black women. If you want progress, just don't include women. Keep women in your bed, not in your business. It's not really as hard as you think, bro. It just sounds hard because it sounds amazing that you don't include bitches. But don't include bitches. Smooth sailing. Life is like a hard candy Christmas. Nobody knows where I got that from. I got that from a movie called The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. And they had a song called White Candy Christmas. After she got kicked out the bodega. Out the brothel. Anyway, but bro, that's it. Because you already got the plan in place, bro. You just work the plan. Just work the plan, man. You stay on the field. Don't worry about the cheerleaders. It'll work out. But yeah, so number one, pap them, right? Pap them. Get your shooters in play. Because, have gun will travel. As long as you're a licensed firearm person and you can work security, there's always money in that. Because you protect your little town of 200 with the shooters. You don't protect them with hymns and 12 churches. You protect what's yours with the shooters. So number one, come in, get some shooters. Hopefully you don't have 50 shooters for 250. That's crazy. But, get some shooters. Second of all, keep girls out your business. You know what you need. You need food, shelter, clothing. You know that. You don't even really need clothes. Clothes are based on condition. You need food and shelter. After that, you need commerce. But I guarantee you that the right people know how to make commerce. People will figure out a way to get money. You get money by seeing what's something missing and you bringing in what's missing. And you have commerce. They know they needed a grocery store. But they've known they needed a grocery store for a very, very long time. That wasn't an overnight thing. They just decided, oh, shit, we don't have no grocery store. They knew they needed a grocery store. They know they needed some type of commerce to bring people in. A nice little truck stop restaurant that sell $12 steaks. They know they needed that shit. They didn't do it. They know what they needed. And they didn't do it because what did he do when he got elected? He hired his homeboy or cousin, whatever, and then 4 black women. Who do you think gonna stop going for progress? Black women. It's gonna be black women telling you, black women and baby boomer men who was raised by a single mother, who gonna tell you,
You can't do that. They gonna kill you.
it's always gonna be some coward trying to tell you what you can't do. But you know who not gonna stop you? Nobody else. They sending that man death threats with crayons now, nigga. I wouldn't even take seriously. I wouldn't take a threat seriously that you wrote with 2 colored pencils on your daughter's notebook paper. I wouldn't take it seriously. If it really was a threat, bro, they only got 1 post office. It ain't hard to find out who sent it unless they just dropped it off in your mailbox. You ain't got a Ring camera? They probably don't have no Ring camera. They look kind of broke. But it's not hard to figure it out. It's only 200 people there. Your graduating class was more than 200 people. Ain't that hard to figure out who doing shit? You can ask questions. They'll tell you who did it. It's only 30 white people. You telling me it's 170 black people, only 30 white people. By process of elimination, they got to be one of those 30. Out of one of those 30, you can't figure out who. Come on, man. Anyway, I was going to open up the panel, but y'all didn't send nothing to the 30 folks. Get a new microphone. So, fuck y'all. No, I'm just playing. Man. Shout out to the cameraman and to this motherfucker right here, man. Where's my this one I'm gonna make y'all look. Where you at? I don't. Where the face at? Where the face at? Damn, man, hold on. Where the face at? Nah, nigga, where the face at? I missed the face. I don't know where the face at. I probably just missed it. Shout out to him in the face. I can't find it, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Oh, this was the face right here. Where the face at? Make the face, ugly ass dude. Make the face so I can scar them. Damn, man, I can't even scar y'all. I ain't gonna keep looking for it. Look. I ain't tripping on none of that, man. Look, man, I appreciate y'all sliding through, man. I guess I have to wait till another day to try to get a mic. Oh, yeah. I'm so close, bro. I'm so close. Anyway, as always, man, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Join Pappum, man. Wait, I got to get Loke on that because Loke ain't finished the paperwork. But join Pappum. We're going to have Pappum charters. That way you ain't got to worry about motherfuckers like, oh, you can't do nothing. You're going to come through and handle that. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
Chill! You're one of the top 6 speakers of the past 8 years, but I hated you at first. Could you please mention the Dirty Folks podcast? Thank you, Lord Charles. Dirty Folks.
And see, I find it to be hilarious because even if I did behave like a teenager, I would be ahead of a lot of these B-dubs that want to make these comments because a lot of you behave like toddlers. Shout out to my man Dirty Folk.
And it's because y'all niggas don't support. Y'all do support. Y'all support titties and pussy. Hey, shout out to Dirty Folk.
Men have sort of quietly begun to agree that even the most like off the wall extreme advice or takes that you get from some random guy on the internet is more useful than anything allegedly profound that you would hear from a trained black female professional. All right, let's take a perfect example of this, right? The idea of Dirty Folks when he come up and he says like women with clothes on, that is a way more useful notion to frame your mental state around than anything your black female therapist would ever tell you. Because she's a woman with clothes on. Why the fuck would you listen to her? Like, when he says that, it makes sense in a way that it just appeals to you. And it's something that your black female therapist could never match.
Yo, tribesman, the daycare is too influential to be so small. Do your big homie a favor, man. Like, sub, share, clip. I know I got at least 10 bars that can change somebody's life, man. Help me to help my brother. Love each other as you love yourself.